Hello students, welcome to the course of Environmental Science. My name is Riya Dikshit and I am working as an assistant professor in AISSMS College of Hotel Management and Catering Technology, Pune. The topic for this session is Ecosystem and Biodiversity Services, Ecological, Economic, Social, Ethical, Aesthetic and Informational Value. The objectives of a session is to know about the ecological, economic, social, ethical, aesthetic and informational value of biodiversity. Let's have a recap from the last session. The term ecosystem refers to a community of organisms interacting with each other and their physical environment. It encompasses both living organisms such as plants, animals, fungi and microorganisms and non-living components such as soil, water and air within a particular area. Ecosystems can vary greatly in size from tiny microhabitats to entire biomes like rainforests or deserts. Human activities can have significant impacts on ecosystem, often leading to habitat destruction, pollution, climate change, and the loss of biodiversity. Understanding ecosystems and the services that they provide, such as clean air, water, and food, is crucial for sustainable development and conservation efforts. Now let's understand the importance of ecosystem. They are the foundation of life on Earth and are essential for both human survival and the health of the planet. Protecting and restoring ecosystems is crucial for ensuring a sustainable future for generations to come. Ecosystems are critically important for various reasons. Biodiversity. Ecosystems support a vast array of plant, animals and microbial species. Biodiversity is not only a measure of ecosystem health but also provides resilience against the environmental changes and the disturbances. Ecosystem services. They provide essential services that sustain life, such as clean air and water, fertile soil for agriculture, pollination of crops by insects, regulation of climate, nutrient cycling and flood control. Human well-being. Ecosystems contribute directly to human well-being by providing resources for food, medicine, clothing and shelter. They also offer recreational opportunities and cultural value, contributing to people's mental as well as physical health. Water purification. We consume water every single day. It is vital for our health. Wetlands, forests and other ecosystems acts as a natural filter, purifying the water by trapping pollutants and removing the excess nutrients. They help maintain water quality for both human consumptions as well as the health of aquatic ecosystems. Soil formation and fertility. Ecosystems contribute to the formation and maintenance of soil by breaking down organic matter and recycling the nutrients. Healthy soils are essential for agriculture and provide habitat for many organisms. Now let's understand the ecological value of biodiversity. Stability and resilience. Biodiversity contributes to the stability and resilience of ecosystems. Diverse ecosystems are often more resilient to the disturbances such as climate change, disease outbreaks, and invasive species because they have a greater variety of species with different responses to environmental changes. Ecosystem functioning. Biodiversity is crucial for maintaining the functioning of the ecosystems. Each species play a unique role in nutrient cycling, pollination, seed dispersal, and other ecological processes. The loss of species can disrupt these processes, leading to the economical and the ecosystem degradation and also the reduced productivity. Genetic resources. Biodiversity provides a vast reservoir of genetic diversity which is essential for breeding programs in agricultural, forestry, and conservation. Genetic diversity within species enables them to adapt to changing environmental conditions and evolve over time. Overall, biodiversity is fundamental to the functioning of ecosystems and provides numerous ecological services that are essential for human well-being and the health of the planet as well. Protecting and conserving biodiversity is therefore crucial for sustaining life on Earth. Now let's understand the economic value of biodiversity. Tourism and recreation. Biodiversity attracts millions of tourists each year and generates significant revenue for economies worldwide. Natural attractions such as natural parks, wildlife reserves, coral reefs, and ecotourism destinations offer opportunities for recreation, adventure, photography, birdwatching, diving, and wildlife viewing. Protecting areas and diversity hotspots contribute to the local economies through tourism-related activities, accommodation, transportation, and sales. Ecosystem-based adaptations and climate change mitigation. Biodiversity plays a crucial role in ecosystem-based adaptation and climate change mitigation. Healthy ecosystems such as forests, wetlands reduce the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, mitigate the impacts of climate change, and enhance resilience to extreme weather events. Ecosystem-based approaches to climate change adaptation such as forest restoration, sustainable land management, and coastal protection can provide cost-effective solutions while supporting the biodiversity conservation and sustainable development. Ecosystem restoration and green infrastructure. Biodiversity contributes to the ecosystem restoration and green infrastructure projects that enhance the resilience of ecosystems and communities. Restoring degraded habitats, planting native vegetation, and creating green spaces in urban areas can improve the air and water quality, reduce the urban heat, provide habitat for wildlife, which is very essential, and enhance the overall health and well-being of our society. Overall, biodiversity provides a wide range of economic benefits, opportunities for sustainable development, innovation, as well as growth. Recognizing and valuing these benefits is essential for promoting biodiversity conservation, ecosystem stewardship, and transition to a more sustainable and resilient economy. Now let's understand the social value of biodiversity. Cultural identity and heritage. Biodiversity is deeply intertwined with cultural identity and heritage for many communities overall. People and local communities often have a strong cultural connection to specific landscapes, species, and ecosystems which are central to their own beliefs, traditional knowledge, rituals, storytelling, and cultural practices. Biodiversity conservation is essential for preserving the cultural diversity as well as maintaining the cultural heritage of local communities. Traditional knowledge and practices. Biodiversity sustains traditional knowledge systems and practices that have been developed over generations by people and local community. Traditional ecological knowledge, which is TEK, encompasses a wide range of knowledge about plants, animals, ecosystems, and natural resources, as well as sustainable management practices, medicinal use of plants, hunting and fishing techniques, ecological indications for monitoring the environmental changes. Biodiversity conservation can help safeguard the traditional knowledge which we have and also promote the rights, dignity, self-determination of people and local communities. Human health and well-being. Biodiversity contributes to human health and well-being through the provision of food, medicine, clean water, clean air, and recreational opportunities. Many traditional medicines as well as modern pharmaceuticals are derived from natural sources, including plants, animals, and microorganisms. Access to biodiversity landscapes and green spaces can enhance mental as well as physical health, reduce stress, and promote outdoor recreation, exercise, and social interaction. Livelihoods and employment. Biodiversity supports livelihoods and provides employment opportunities for millions of people worldwide, particularly in rural and communities. Many people rely on biodiversity-based sectors such as agricultural, forestry, fisheries, ecotourism, crafts for their income, food security, and cultural identity. Sustainable management of biodiversities can generate employment, income, and economic opportunities while supporting the ecosystem conservation and social development. Education and awareness. Biodiversity provides opportunities for education, learning, and awareness raising about the importance of nature, ecosystems, and biodiversity conservation. Environmental education programs, nature-based experiences, ecotourism activities, community-based conservation initiatives that can promote environmental literacy, inspire stewardship values, and foster a sense of responsibilities and care for the natural world among people of all ages and backgrounds. Overall, biodiversity plays a critical role in shaping social values, relationships, and identities, and contributes to human well-being, cultural diversity. Recognizing and valuing the social dimensions of biodiversity is essential for promoting sustainable development, social justice, and collective action to conserve and restore biodiversity for benefit of present as well as the future generations to come. Ethical value of biodiversity. Interconnectedness and interdependence reflects the life on Earth, where all species and ecosystems are interconnected in complex networks of relationship and dependencies. Recognizing the interdependence of humans and nature underscores our ethical obligation to preserve biodiversity, maintain ecosystems integrity, and sustain the web of life that supports indeed all of us. Stewardship and responsibility. Biodiversity conservation requires ethical stewardship and responsible management of natural resources to ensure the well-being of present as well as future generations. As stewards of the earth, humans have moral responsibility to protect and preserve biodiversity, safeguard the ecosystem, mitigate the impacts of human activities on the environment. Ethical stewardship involves wise and sustainable use of resources, respect for ecological limits, and consideration of the needs as well as the interests of other species and future generations. Justice and equity. Biodiversity conservation is closely linked to the principles of justice and equity as it involves the fair and equitable distributions of the benefits and the burdens amongst different stakeholders, including present and future generations, people, local communities, and other species. Ensuring environmental justice requires addressing inequities in access to resources, participation in decision making, and sharing of benefits, and empowering the groups to protect their own rights, interests, and cultural heritage. Respect for non-human life. Biodiversity conservation entails respecting the rights, autonomy, and the value of non-human forms including plants, animals, and ecosystems. Ethical considerations such as animal welfare, species preservation, and habitat protection guides decision about the wildlife management, conservation priorities, and land use planning. Respecting non-human lives involving minimizing harm, avoiding unnecessary surfing, and promoting the well-being and flourishing of all living beings. Aesthetic value of biodiversity. Scenic beauty. Biodiversity contributes to the scenic beauty of landscapes, seascapes, and natural environments with diverse ecosystem showcasing a rich variety of colors, shapes, textures, as well as patterns. From lush tropical rainforests to vibrant coral reefs to expansive savannas and snow-capped mountains, biodiversity enhances the visual appeal of natural settings and creates visually captivating scenes. Species diversity. Biodiversity encompasses a vast array of plants and animal species, each with its unique characteristics, behavior, and adaptation. The diversity of life forms from majestic elephants to graceful dolphins to delicate orchids and colorful butterflies provides endless opportunities for observation, appreciation, and artistic expression. Species diversity enriches the visual experience of nature and stimulates the curiosity, wonder, and fascination with the natural world. Ecosystem variety. Biodiversity is reflected in the variety of ecosystems and habitats found across the planets, each with its features, ecological processes, and biological communities. Ecosystem variety enhances the aesthetic appeal of the landscapes and provides various opportunities for photography, painting, and other forms. Seasonal changes. Biodiversity contributes to the dynamic and ever-changing beauty of the seasonal cycles, with shift in temperature and daylight triggering seasonal phenomena such as flowering, migration, and leaf color changes. From the vibrant blooms of summer and spring, inspiration and creativity. Biodiversity serves as a source of inspiration and creativity for artists, writers, poets, musicians, and other creative individuals who draw upon inspiration from the beauty and the diversity of our nature into their work. From nature photography to landscape painting to wildlife documentaries and environmental literature, biodiversity inspires many people and artistic expression, storytelling, and cultural narratives that celebrate the wonder of our nature. Overall, the aesthetic value of biodiversity enriches our lives, nourishes our spirits, and fosters a deep connection within the natural world. Appreciating is of most important. Appreciating the beauty, diversity of nature can inspire a sense of stewardship, responsibility, and the precious gift of biodiversity and motivate the efforts to conserve it. Informational value of biodiversity. Biological diversity encompasses the diverse biological resources including genes, proteins, enzymes, and other biochemical compounds used in potential application in medicines, agriculture, biotechnology industry. Biological diversity provides a rich source of genetic resources for breeding new crop varieties, developing pharmaceuticals, producing biofuels, and discovering enzymes and biomaterials. Ecosystem functioning. Biodiversity plays a critical role in ecosystem functioning, including nutrient cycling, energy flow, and ecological interactions. Understanding the functions diversity of species within the ecosystem provides insights into the ecological processes that help us have stability, resilience, and productivity. Ecosystem studies help scientists involve the roles of different species in regulating ecosystem services such as water purification and pollination, and predict the impact of the environmental changes and ecosystem dynamics. Let's have a recap of this session. We learned about ecological, economic, social, ethical, aesthetic, and informational value. We also learned that the term ecosystem refers to a community of organisms interacting with each other and their physical environment. Thank you.